Good morning, beautiful people. How are you? It is one heck of a windy morning here in the Peg. Had a bit of a late start. My son was not getting up for anybody this morning, which is fine. Whatever. I'd rather let him sleep in and go to work late and leave late than have to wake him up and have him all be crusty and stuff, you know? So how was your week? We are heading into the final week of October. 1 week today, and I will be 42 years old. Oh my gosh. So I can't wait for my Monday musings next week, because it'll be the birthday edition. Anywho, had a pretty busy week as usual. Lots going on. Like I said, always there's extracurricular activities and whatnot. Trying to hit up some different events and etc. I've done a lot of things on my Instagram stories as it relates to kind of showing day-to-day life and food, when I make food and how I make food. And you know, we're a busy household, two busy professionals with 3 kids, even though my oldest kid is going to be 20. She's still a kid, believe me. So yeah, I like to show that, you know, regular day-to-day life, makeup, no makeup, that kind of stuff. Because I know that I've heard from some people that say it's so nice to see something that's real to them. And so I will continue to do that. This past weekend I headed to, there's lots of soccer going on. So my son's in soccer, my daughter's in soccer. And the new facility on Leela is just gorgeous. But you guys need to get some Wi-Fi up in there. Like, come on. There needs to be Wi-Fi in there. But beautiful facility, gorgeous, gorgeous space. Love heading out to watch soccer. Really really gets me excited to want to play soccer again. But that's not gonna happen. I can barely do anything that I want to do now, never mind adding in a sport as well. So yeah. But this weekend, yesterday, there was the Rhythm and Brunch, which is put on by R&R Events. They typically host something once every month or once every 2 months with R&B, reggae, etc. So this particular one was at Teo's. It's always at Teo's, apparently. And Chef Rob and his brothers actually put it on, along with YWG 204 Emerson, and I believe 204 The Vibe is also a sponsor, and I can't remember who else. But they put on these events, and it's a brunch, and it was lots of great music playing. I mean, there's little things that they need to get together. It started late, which maybe that's because it was Caribbean theme. I don't know. But food was pretty good, and it's just a nice thing to do on a Sunday. But because they started late, it ended late, so a lot of people had to leave. But what I really do enjoy about things like that is that you get together with people, some you haven't seen for a while, and it's just a nice vibe. You know, you're eating and you're listening to music. Typically there's lots of dancing as well. But my girl Felicia, who's also my neighbor, she just said, let's go. And she knew I had a bit of a rough week, or I'm having a rough go period at work. And so she said, let's go and check it out and have some fun. So I'm so grateful to her. And I was thinking about that this morning, because as I always head into my birthday week, I do a lot of reflection on my relationships around me, things that I'm doing in life, accomplishments, things I want to do. And I'm really grateful for the relationships I have in my life, where people are just really good supporters, good encouragers, and also people who can provide constructive criticism and call things out when they need to call things out. And I'm so glad I'm surrounded by people like that, especially my cousin, Coach V, also known, well, he's known as Coach V, but he's at Higher Level Fitness. Him and I have really, really close relationship as it relates to just being authentic to who we are. And not only that, but ensuring that our upbringing, our childhood, everything that we were taught by our parents. We both lost a parent in the last couple of years, and we have, our sons are 2 weeks apart. And And so we're really close, and we have the same kind of values. And I really appreciate the people that are around me that share those types of values. And of course, when you think about things like that, it's how do you get along in life when you're going through something rough, or you're having, you know, a tough time at something. If you have people like that around you, you don't even feel like it's that bad, right? Because you have so many people that are there to cushion those blows and help you. But at the same token, it's really important to be reciprocal with that and make sure that you're also providing the same support to them when they need it in their time of need. Know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm a little soul searching today. So this week, tonight, I will be heading to an event. There's actually a couple of events that I can't go to because, of course, you know, work. But I know City News Winnipeg has their a tour today with their new look, and that's at the Forks. I might be able to pop in and see that at lunch. Hopefully I can. But tonight at Boucher is the Manitoba Chicken. They host numerous events, and one of their, I think it's more of a fall supper kind of feel or theme tonight. And so I'll be on live on location at Boucher for that with Manitoba Chicken. Very excited for that. Lots of other things happening this week, but the biggest thing, well, no, there's more than biggest thing. So We Day is in Manitoba on Wednesday, so that's where lots of have high school students, junior high school students that are doing really great things in the community. We all come together, and they get chosen to attend We Day, where there's lots of celebrity speakers and entertainment. I've been going for the last 3 to 4 years now, and our family is a We Family ambassador. And so we will be attending, my daughter and I, my 16-year-old and I will be attending to take part in We Day and capture it all for you guys on Wednesday. So I'll be there live all day. Then there is on Friday the jail and bail for the Canadian Cancer Society. So, of course, as most of you know, my mom passed away from breast cancer at age 57 4 years ago. Very aggressive, very quick, unreal. She had a mastectomy, and they didn't notice that it was behind or on her sternum, so it just continued to grow quite aggressively. Then it was in her bones, it was in her blood, and subsequently she passed away quite quickly, a year after diagnosis. So it's quite aggressive. And so for myself and my sister, we were told not genetic, don't need to do testing, but I'm quite the advocate for my own health, and keep pushing to ensure that I'm around for my kids as I grow older. And so the Canadian Cancer Society is really big on research as well as advocacy, peer support, those types of things. I really appreciate what they do. They are really the umbrella to a lot of the smaller organizations, like Cancer Care Manitoba example. The research at the Canadian Cancer Society is something that Cancer Care Manitoba would use, for example. So it's really important to me to support the Canadian Cancer Society, and as such, I will be one of the jailbirds on Friday afternoon at Polo Park Mall. I will be in jail because I'm too darn chipper, and I need you guys to bail me out, and those proceeds will go to the Canadian Cancer Society. So I really hope you guys can support with that. That is Friday afternoon at Polo Park. And then, of course, on the weekend, I know there's a gazillion Halloween socials because it's that time of year. Halloween's next week, Tuesday. I typically don't really participate in a lot of Halloween stuff because it's my birthday the day before, and I like to have my birthday to myself. I don't want something else to be, infringing on my birthday. So, so I typically don't celebrate Halloween. My son could care less about Halloween. My daughters are too old now, so Halloween's not a big thing for us. Maybe once in a while, maybe for a milestone birthday or something, maybe, but it's not my thing. But kudos to all of you guys who do it, and the people who do all the horror zombie stuff. My God, not me. Couldn't do it. Nope. Thanks, but no thanks. So anyway, so that means this weekend, because it's the weekend before Halloween, there will be lots of Halloween socials and Halloween parties and all sorts of stuff. And then, guys, oh my gosh, there's more. Sunday is the very first natural hair care event to hit Winnipeg. My friend Chandel Babb, she has organized this natural hair care workshop. It's a two-part seminar. The first part is for Dr. Susan Walker. She'll be coming in from Toronto. She is the founder of Earth Tones Naturals, and she will tell us all about how to take care of our hair, moisturize, all this kind of stuff. And I'm so excited to talk to her because we live in a climate where it's very dry, and I would love to hear about the things she will let us know on natural hair care in the Peg. So that's the first part of the seminar. The second part is some hair demos with some local stylists, and talking about children's hair care and biracial children's hair care. So I'm really excited for that as well. So that's Sunday, October 29th at the Norwood Hotel. The first seminar starts at 3 o'clock. And I think it's till 4:30, and then the second seminar is shortly thereafter, after a small break. So be sure to check that out. But the biggest thing about this weekend coming up is that I won't be in Winnipeg until Sunday afternoon. Why, you say? Because my husband, one of the things we decided is that we're not going to do gifts anymore for each other's birthdays or even Christmas. Like, why? We have everything we need with each other and our family and everything like that. But one thing we do love to do is get some time away with each other or travel. And so he said to me, he's like, so next weekend, what are we doing for your birthday? I said, nothing. We've already discussed we're not doing anything for birthdays or whatever. And he's like, well, we are. And I'm like, what? What are we doing? So my husband surprised me and is whisking me away. I know it doesn't sound like much, but we're going to Kenora for the weekend. Really excited. We're going to do some hiking and just be together and enjoy being away. And I'm so excited. And then I'll be back just in time to help host the natural hair care event Sunday afternoon. So that's going to be my weekend, folks. Probably won't see much from me on the weekend because I'll be occupied with my hubby. All right. So I think that's it. And again, if you have an event you would love for me to share, or as you know, on my blog, please post your events for free. To the people who have sent me events or have posted events, my email was not right, and so I wasn't receiving notifications that there was a new event to go up. So for those of you that have done that, I have changed it. The events will go up. I will be notified when a new event shows up in my email. So do that, please. And like I said, I'll blow it up for you guys. I will. And stay tuned for my Good Earth Coffee House giveaway, $50. I'm going to put that on the blog right away. And there's some other stuff coming up, but I can't share yet because, guys,